Today we're going to make a buddy splint using thermoplastic. Here's what we'll need to make this splint. Some thermoplastic, scissors capable of cutting through the plastic, a heat pan which can be as simple as a basic electric frying pan, a spatula so we don't burn our fingers, a heat gun, and some Velcro for the straps. So let's start creating our splint. First we'll measure our thermoplastic. We need a strip of plastic roughly the width of MCP to PIP joint. Place the plastic into your heat pan, which should ideally be set to 75 degrees Celsius. And once our plastic has softened sufficiently, we're ready to mold. Slide the plastic around the injured finger and the healthy neighboring finger you intend to buddy it to. Bring the plastic around and pinch the two ends together on the dorsal aspect. Once the plastic has hardened, we can slide it off the finger. And now we trim off any excess plastic, rounding off any pointy edges as we do this. At this point, it's a good idea to try on the splint to make sure everything fits correctly and that there's no further adjustments required. Dip the ends of the splint into the heat pan to soften the plastic so we can further roll back the edges to create a smoother, more comfortable edge. This splint is almost complete, but first we have to add the Velcro strap. Start off by trimming down the Velcro to suit the size of the splint. We also need 2 small squares of adhesive for the strap to attach to. Next, we scratch the surface of our splint where we plan to attach the strap. Now we need our heat gun, and we gently apply heat to the scratched up section of our splint, which will make it easier for our Velcro squares to stick on. Finally, we need to reinforce the strap. So we'll trim a very small strip from our original supply of thermoplastic. Using our heat gun again, we'll soften this strip until it becomes sticky. And then we can lay that down on top of the edge we want to reinforce. And with that, we have our finished thermoplastic buddy splint. Be sure to check out our full-length version of this buddy splint tutorial for more in-depth information. Feel free to leave any questions down below.